After months and months of agonizing waiting, we are finally back. The Titans training camp has begun, and we're already seeing some interesting storylines emerge. So let's dive in, after the intro. Oh, it's new too. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bonafide, and this is Section 240, a channel all about the Tennessee Titans, but from a fan's perspective. Now, it feels like it's been forever since we dropped one of these videos, but it feels like riding a bike, and it feels good to be back. Now, on Tuesday, the Titans opened up training camp, and it's only been like 2 days. We already got a ton to talk about. Now, if you've been living under a rock this whole offseason, you might not have heard, or you might miss the news that we drafted Cam Ward, #1 overall. Yes, it is possible that we have our QB of the future, finally. He's definitely talking the talk, he's walking the walk, but the pass is still a couple of games away, and the first real game is like 40 plus days away. So we got time. Now, the big news was that Levis decided on Monday to have season-ending shoulder surgery, and he'll be out for the foreseeable future. Now, that roar that you hear, or that great applause, is every particular Titans fan. Because if you really want to be honest about it, he wasn't going to be a factor this season anyway. I mean, I'm really confident that Brandon Allen or Tim Boyle or somebody can hold a clipboard or look over Cam's shoulder while they look at the last drive on the Microsoft Surface. But here's what irks me. This is what pisses me off. Is that from the outside looking in, to me, it looks like he quit. Now, I'm slightly calling in the validity of said injury for certain reasons. One, there were reports of him working out with Jordan Palmer all offseason, no issues. He went through OTAs and mini camps, no reports of him being limited. And we know the Titans will hold you back if you're hurt. And then when it became apparent that he isn't getting the starting job back, which really should have been apparent April the 25th. Then he decided, and it was his decision, and the Titans merely supported him. It was his decision to get surgery and get right for the 2026 season, which he's not going to be starting anyway. So, I don't know. Now, what I am assuming is that he or his team, or maybe the Titans, couldn't find a suitable place for him to go. And the Titans were like, hey, man, we got him under contract. We're content with you being QB #2. And he ain't like that. And in any case, he'll be in street clothes if and when he shows back up. So kind of miffed me off, but in the grand scheme of things, we ain't got nothing to worry about. Now, the next bombshell that we got, that was the retirement of recently signed, Lorenzo Carter. Now, when this happened, I was a little bit concerned about the edge depth, and we talked about it at length in this video up here, but it seemed like it took everybody by surprise. Really took us by surprise. But since this video is coming out, we signed Jihad Ward to take his spot, and we released Keon Coburn, which is surprising, but from some reports and people I talked to, the Titans got some guys they want to look at, and they know what they got in Coburn. Now, TD reported that Femi Aladejo who really just signed his deal right before camp, has been getting runs with the one, so he's probably getting thrown in the fire really quickly. Which brings me to a thought that Titans Film Room, who you should be following on Twitter, brought up. Now, the question of the point he brought up is, could Jeffery Simmons be used on the edge? Now, if you've been paying attention, or you've been watching the beat reports, or you've been paying attention to the news, you know that Jeff has slimmed down. He's lost a lot of weight. He looks, for a guy that's over 300 pounds, he looks slimmer. J.C. Latham also lost a lot of weight too, but Jeff in this particular situation looks really slim. Now, and then obviously there's a whole bunch of questions posed by the Nashville media, and we're gonna get to them in a second. But a whole bunch of questions whether or not he's lost strength, or and that was to Brian and to Jeff, or what, is he gonna be able to anchor the line? To which Jeff denied. And, I'm willing to believe him. There's a clip in the latest Titans of Tennessee, which is like a YouTube series that the Tennessee Titans have put on, where Jeff is on the machine, kind of shows you where your power, and he's rocking that joint. Then he kind of like challenges anybody in the weight room to join him, and no one did. So, but to get back to Justin's point is that Justin was proposing, is it possible for Jeff to kick out to help on the edge? Because we know edge rush is something that Brian Callahan has been mentioning as a point of emphasis for the Denard in the defense. And I'm pretty sure Titans Justin is gonna, make a video about this. He's been dropping some bangers, so you need to follow him on Music City Audible on YouTube. And we're definitely, touch on the topic on our next episode of Front of Cheap Seats, the podcast where Trey and I talk all things Titans. Now, if you're enjoying this and you want more Titans content, man, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, because the season is back, so we got a lot more coming your way. Now, day two, if I'm not mixing my days up, day two, Cody Barton picked off Cam Moore once, almost twice. So that's his third interception of the offseason. And, as usual, some started to wonder if this was a problem. Now, it's a very few people and it's very early, but nonetheless, some people look at it. But I look at it like this. Let Cam get all those picks out of his system right now, because technically it's part of the game. He's a gunslinger. He just needs to make sure that the touchdowns outweigh the interceptions. And I remember, and I don't know if you remember, but I remember at one point in time, the Nashville media used to track how many passes Marcus Mariota, yes, Marcus Mariota, went without throwing an interception in training camp. And what did that get us? Nothing. It got us nothing. Matter of fact, I think that was that same year he was benched for Ryan Tannehill. So it means nothing. Now, what I do like is what Barton said Cam did after the interception. Like, I guess at a breaker period, he told the media that Cam came up to him and asked him, like, what did he see or what tipped him off to so that he could make that interception. And to me, that makes that interception worth it. And because it's just really another example of Cam's desire to be great and, to learn from every mistake. I mean, he even said himself that that's all he does, is that he has a routine and things like that. So, this is evidence. Like, again, it's saying he's talking the talk, he's walking the walk. Am I fanboying too much? I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I kind of dig it. So it makes the interception worth it. It's training camp, Now, the next point is Cody Barton has a nose for the ball. Like, I know he had a few picks when he was in Denver, but he's already up to like 3 this offseason. So maybe he reverses the trend that we've had at our inside linebacker, and we cleared that up. So, because, let's be honest. Linebacker has been a problem for us for quite some time in Tennessee. So maybe Cody Barton is the answer. Like Cam is the answer on offense, Cody Barton is the answer on defense. But who knows? No. So I'll wrap this video up, but I want to wrap it up with a little bit of a rant. So I want you to stay with me here. All right? I'm a fan, so this is gonna rant. And this rant is about the Nashville media. Not all of the Nashville media, but some. And I'm not gonna call any names out right now. I'm gonna call out one name. You if you know me long enough, you know who I'm about to call out. I'm gonna call out one name. So I don't know if you've seen this video make the rounds, but I'm gonna play the clip.
Last 3 questions right here, guys.
Simple question. The team you put on the field tomorrow, can that team win the Super Bowl?
Listen, that's always the goal every year. Yeah. We also realize we have a lot of work to do on this roster.
Or if you heard this question to Cam, which I absolutely loved his response, but the question was about his reaction to Will Levis's decision to get shoulder surgery.
To the news that Levis had decided to have surgery and it's kind of subtracted from the quarterback room now.
I really didn't have a reaction. I focused on Cam Ward. He made what was best for him. You can't be mad at somebody for doing what's best for him. So I wish him a speedy recovery. I'm hoping to see him in the building a lot more. He's helped me in OTAs, just learning the install of everything. So he's a good football player. When he's ready, when he's healthy, he'll have his chance to the field.
So yeah, I am just a tad bit miffed. Like, I know, and I'm friends with people in the Nashville local media who work hard to get good, thought-provoking questions to be asked to the team and the staff. So we, myself, and all of us as fans have better insight. And I'm glad we got them to kind of balance out some of these absolute clowns we got. Like literally PK, who bragged about this being his 30th training camp, posted a video of Mason Kinsey running routes, but tweeted that it was Xavier Restrepo. And this was literally a day after he basically crapped all over newly acquired edge Jihad Ward and basically the front office. Like, we complain as fans about not hearing from the front office and the staff. And then when the opportunity presents itself, you basically up there with your pants on the ground with nothing serious. Like let's get real here. And then they wonder why the national media always beats them to the punch when it comes to scoops about the Titans. They didn't know that Will Levis was having shoulder surgery. Neither did they know that Lorenzo Carter was retiring. But guess who did? National media, but not the Nashville media. So yeah, your Ian Rappaports and things like that. Yeah, these guys down here, some of them don't have any connects. Now, so yeah, that's my rant. But like I'm gonna say right now, thank God for the Zach and the Eastons and the TDs and the Benny Arthurs and even the Nick Susses and the other ones up there that asked the real questions and not this foolery that we gotten over the past couple of days. So that is it for this video. I'm glad to be back. Don't forget to check out our podcast, Front of the Cheap Seats. It's where me and the homie Trey, the last one we just talked about who our 7 wide receivers would be and much more. And we got some of them there, so I'll throw the card up here. But make sure you follow Section 240 on Twitter or X if you call it that. We're not on Instagram yet. We're gonna be on Instagram, but follow us on TikTok at Section 240. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. As always, I'm excited about training camp because that means real football is soon to be on the way. And like I always say, there's plenty of room in this section for us all. Tighten up.